Hi guys. Today's video is on r/AskReddit. Before the video starts, please leave a like and share the video. Also consider pressing the subscribe button below and the bell button for notification whenever I post. Let's continue with the video. What is the funniest shit that you saw at school? Some kid shat himself whilst wrestling in PE. He denied it ever happened even though everyone saw. About a week later, some other lad climbed onto the roof of a house neighboring my school, trying to get our ball back, and found his shit-stained clothes on top of the roof. Instead of leaving them there, the lad kicked them off the roof into the neighbor's drive. The neighbor came to the school and complained after finding shit-covered garments with my school's logo on. We had a whole school assembly about the issue. The kid didn't come forward and admit it was him. The teachers ended up looking at CCTV to find out who the culprit was. Kid who shat himself was most likely seen running naked outside and throwing his shit-covered clothes onto a roof. Lad who climbed onto the roof was caught kicking them into the drive and climbing on the roof. The climber was suspended for a few days. The kid who shat himself was never seen again. I think he may have left due to embarrassment. Poor guy, hope he's doing well, but fuck me, it was hilarious. Okay, but why was his first, second reaction to strip naked and throw his clothes on the roof? Well, I assume he thought he wouldn't have been able to hide the clothes due to the smell and feared getting ridiculed for the rest of his school life. So he ran out the changing rooms into the little walkway and attempted to throw them over the wall. He would have got away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids. Fuck, that's actually extremely sad for the kid. He definitely got traumatized. LMAO, that's horrible. There was this guy. His name was, no joke, Harold Balls. And yes, he went by Harry. He was on the swim team and some kid from the other school was reading out the lineup on a PA to swim meet when he got to Harry Balls and clearly thought it was a joke, and he burst out laughing when he said it. Harry just walked off and quit the swim team. But if your name is Harold Balls, why would you go by Harry if you weren't going to earn the joke? Right? He said he went by Harry and figured the kid did that for the damn joke. Poor kid, never had a chance in hell. Come on, like, I get it. Cook-poo is a stupid name, and it gets stupider and stupider the more you say it. Cook-poo, cook-poo, cook-poo. We had a Asian kid named Harry Darn. No joke. Fucking legend. Right? At that point, just own it. My 6th form had a joking and a leaking, not related to each other. But the best was a straight A student by the name of Cucumber. You can Google him. He's a barrister now. When I searched him, I cracked up because one of the first results was a photo of him with a photoshopped background of cucumbers. Back in high school, I saw this kid just totally eat it down a staircase of at least 10 steps. Then he got up immediately and ran off screaming, "I'm okay. I'm a guy." I think he was in a hurry to go somewhere. School had just ended for the day and he was already running right before he fell down the stairs. It happened so fast, and then he just took off before anyone could even ask him if he was actually okay. Maybe he really needed to take a dump. He ran off to cry in the bathroom and to slip off his now shit-filled underwear and deposit them into the trash. When I was a young teacher at a formal school in England, wore skirts and heels every day. I did this one day while balancing books and papers in one hand and a cup of tea in another paper cup with a lid, so at least it didn't spill more than a little splash. I totally slipped and just fell down a whole staircase because I couldn't use my arms to catch me. It was before school, between teacher meeting and the start bell, I think. I looked up and only one student was close enough to see a student I didn't teach or even know. I stood up, brushed off my skirt, and looked at him squarely and said, "You didn't see anything," and moved on. I didn't even look at his reaction or give him time to answer. Dude, if I was that kid, I'd be dying after hearing you didn't see anything. In middle school, I saw a girl run into a pole cause she wasn't looking. She screamed, then kicked the pole and screamed again 10 tenths. I had something similar happen. while playing basketball in my driveway. The ball bounced off the rim and hit me in the face, knocking off my glasses. In frustration, I immediately kicked the ball, which then bounced off the pole and hit me square at the gut. It was like some slapstick cartoon shit, but it was as funny as it was infuriating. A couple guys I went to high school with came in one day wearing Spider-Man and Venom costumes under their clothes. During lunch they shared their regular clothes and fought. Who won? Nobody. Everyone lost that day, except the principal for starting a betting pool on who would win, and then kept all the money for himself. Flashbacks to our last week of school, when my friends did different themed days. Pajama day etc. I didn't participate until the last day, when I said fuck it, why not? It was superhero day. Nobody else dressed up, and I was the idiot going to class in a Wonder Woman costume. You mean the champion dressed as Wonder Woman? Especially if you happen to be a man. Nah, woman here, but yes, were I man, that would have put a different twist on things. I was in robotics. Our supervising teacher had gone to his office to get something, and we were getting ready to leave. It was like 7 PM and we were all hyped up on pure adrenaline and the smell of Gearbox lube. Somehow, a discussion over what exercises to do to get fit started. At the start, it was innocent. Stuff like, you cannot only lose weight on your stomach area, you gotta lose the fat between your inner organs first. Okay, but like, how? Why can he do 10 more push-ups than you can? Unsurprisingly, considering we're a bunch of teenagers left alone in an empty classroom, it quickly spiraled into a debate into what would happen if you did lots of squats. Would your butt get smaller and flatter due to the fat loss, or would it get bigger due to muscle gain? A girl, which we'll call C, has her jacket half on, dangling off of one shoulder, and she says, in the most serious voice, "No, you are all wrong. You get sculpted ass. No, hear me out. Have you seen those Greek statues? Sculpted ass." She keeps repeating the phrase to emphasize her point, and it gradually escalates. Sculpted ass, sculpted ass, sculpted ass, sculpted ass. At that moment, our supervising teacher walks in. The door was open, and the school was basically empty at this point. C has her back to the door and is busy emphasizing sculpted ass. I look over, and our teacher has the most bewildered, confused yet amused look on his face. It was priceless. I collapsed on the floor due to laughter, and while wheezing I told them, "Mr. P is here." A look of horror crossed C's face after she realized what I was saying, and she turned around and started profusely apologizing, at which point our teacher said, "You guys continue," and sat down in a desk in an optimal viewing spot. It was glorious. When I was in 3rd grade, the principal said that we are gonna host a crown party because of a recent event. So in the next 2 days we were all dressed royal and stuff, but then you see the class next to me, they misheard crown for clown, and lem tell you, these kids looked so funny. I kinda felt bad, because they might have been embarrassed. But hey, what else can I do? Every court needs a jester. This guy peaked right here, guys. Time for another monument. We were playing soccer in gym class and a classmate of me kicked the ball really hard and the ball hit our gym teacher right in the fucking face while he was sitting on a bench reading, and his glasses flew off his face. He was fucking angry, but it was an accident. So my classmate didn't get in trouble, even though most of us think he did it on purpose. Did people not like the gym teacher? Almost no one likes their gym teacher. Even if you like your normal gym teacher, there's at least one sub-gym teacher you hated. I once hated a sub for calling me a boy and his dumb version of dodgeball. Guess my school was weird. Gym teachers were the chilliest guys there, really laid back. Many of us treated gym class as a second recess, and as long as you did your best the teachers pretty much handed you good grades. Way back in the day, in middle school during our computer science class, one of the guys figured out the copy-paste shortcuts. He was just copy-pasting words into some word program. It's been a while, I can't remember if it was not a or word itself, as many times as he could. As class was winding down, he had the great idea to save his several tens of thousands of word document to pick up after the next class. He hit save to the network drive, and while it took an eternity to save, it eventually did. Not 10 minutes into lunch and some teachers came in looking extremely, well, irritated. Apparently the Word document was so enormous that it basically filled the network drive. IDK if they had partitions or whatever, but they said it filled the drive. Also apparently due to this huge file, I think it was like 5 gigs or something, which was colossal at the time. Sorry if I'm off, I don't remember the exact size. Nobody could save anything to that drive. Also apparently every time someone tried to delete said file, their computers would crash and fail to delete the document. Ended up they had to buy a new drive for the school, which at the time was ridiculously expensive. He got in school suspension for a few days. So maybe somewhere in a dusty corner of the basement of that place, or in some landfill or something, is a drive which is nearly inoperable because it's literally filled with words. How many pages was the file? I ask because a Word document would have been thousands upon thousands of pages. Roughly 65k pages for 1 gig. If it was a Word document, so how big and what format was this file exactly? Could have gotten big quickly. If you update your copy/paste every few minutes and hold CTRL-V for the whole hour or so period, fucking legendary is what I call it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe and press the bell button for notifications when I post. Take care and stay safe.